Did you guys ever eat a baby?
What?
What if you didn't know it was a baby? What if you thought it was something else? Is it spicy? Like chicken? Yes, just like chicken. Okay, so truth or dare? So have you ever wondered if Elmo was a communist?
That's for sure.
Oh my god. Did you see April? Did you see Summer's outfit today? It was so last season. I know. It's so bad. I know. Oh my god. There he is. Hey. What's going on? Hey, Brad.
Hey, how are you?
Okay.
Yep. Hello? Yeah. Can't find anyone else? Alright, fine. I gotta go, babe. I have to pick up my brother.
Bye. Sad man.
Totally okay with you.
Yeah. Oh, we need to talk to you. Come on.
Okay.
What were you guys doing? I don't know. How could you? It wasn't me, it was him. Tell her!
I'm not in it.
Are you kidding me? I know how you are. Then you should know that I wouldn't do that to my best friend. Whatever, I'm tired of dealing with your maturity. Well, I'm tired of dealing with you!
Okay, so what the hell was that? Okay, that's good.
It's Brad.
Oh my god! See, I told you everything would work out. Go talk to him, hun. Krista. Hey! Hey!
Look, we need to talk.
Or we can not talk. What's wrong, baby?
Don't all that crap with me.
What are you talking about?
Find out. Brad told me everything.
About this?
Nothing left to talk about. We're through.
What?
You know, those guys are real jerks.
Don't pay attention to them.
I know. Hey, you wanna go get some ice cream?
Have you ever really thought of where you are? Sat down and really thought about it, I mean. Is this really the reality you were looking for? Have you really ever experienced life? Or do you have that nagging feeling of something more? That maybe we're just looking at the surface?
That we are being used.
Think about it sometime. Or better yet, sit back and relax. Just watch for a while. Let us weave you a tale. And maybe, just maybe, you will understand what you've been trying to see. Welcome to this episode of Reflections.
I'm so bored.
You're always bored.
Hey, I think I'm just gonna go for a walk. Have fun watching the movie by yourself.
Pretty things, those leaves. Too bad they die so fast. What brings you out here?
Walking around trying to get rid of boredom.
Ah, that old bug. Care to cure yourself?
What do you have in mind, Mr.
Please, just call me Mike. A simple game. Care to join me? It's called Go.
Doesn't look familiar.
Yeah. Some people call it an analogy for life.
Pretty deep for little pebbles.
We call them stones. Come now, let's play.
What'd I get myself into?
Sometimes death is necessary.
But I don't want it to die. No, it's not. You're wrong, kid.
Who's the kid? You're the one acting like a child. At least I can let go. Let the piece die. It's like the leaf.
I hope you die! But where is he? I'm out of here.
Oh my god, are you okay? I've been looking everywhere for you.
Is it really you?
Of course it's me. Are you okay?
I think we're in trouble. It's about life! Life is precious, we're not just stones!
It's like, why did I give you my email?
Thank you, sir.
Earn a lot of money.
Well, I didn't mind you guys filming it.
You don't have to do Saturdays also. Yeah, that's not a problem.
That camera show really. And the only dislike I liked is my actors kind of act differently, especially not Dustin. Darnell. He kept putting the hat up and wouldn't show his face and stuff. That was the only part that bugged me, is that my actors kind of acted different. But otherwise, I didn't mind. Being filmed, like showing, like filming the whole 10-minute play. I mean, it's a good experience because later on I can look when because we're going to get the little DVD things. So later on I can look and learn from like mistakes I made with my actors or mistakes I made with the show. So I think it's a good learning thing, definitely. So, yeah. Or sometimes it was hard to get my actors to start rehearsal. Like, they just get distracted a lot, and especially Jackson. I had a hard time near the end where he didn't want to work as much because he thought he knew the stuff, but he still needed practice. And then a lot of times people kept coming up to him asking him what he was doing because it's a silent scene. So.
Your cast list ready?
Picking my actors is kind of hard because there were so many good actors since the advanced people came out. So that was really good. But overall, I pretty much knew who I wanted when I got on stage. I pretty much knew because they just give out this energy, and you know.
Tiffany, how are you?
But I was really happy with the way they put it off. They did a really good job, and they just learned their lines and learned their movements.
She may not. You can't have everything you want.
You stole my best friend from me.
If I could change anything, I would change, probably add on to them, make them longer, make them make a little bit more sense. You know? I mean, they made sense, but with Kel and Darnell's, I would have liked to extend theirs a lot more, and maybe even Jackson's, like, added on to it more in the back, so people actually knew what was going on, because you can't really tell a little bit there, but I don't know if any changes I'd make otherwise, because I really like the way it turned out. If I could change anything, I would change, probably add on to them, make them longer, make them make a little bit more sense. You know? I mean, they made sense, but with Kel and Darnell's, I would have liked to extend theirs a lot more, and maybe even Jackson's, like, added on to it more in the back, so people actually knew what was going on, because you can't really tell a little bit there, but I don't know if any changes I'd make otherwise, because I really like the way it turned out.
You would have realized that. Again.
Okay, some of my successes I had with my whole thing was I had a really great cast. My cast was the best. And then they did the show as I asked them to. And then they added their own stuff, and they just learned their lines, learned their blocking. I just think I had a really good cast, and I had some really good plays to work with, too. Alyssa and Kelly were some good plays. So I think the audience really liked them.
He really did change so much. I mean, he still has a very young look, but I
think my failures were probably, I didn't get enough rehearsal time. I felt kind of like it was crammed, and I think I could have rehearsed more with especially Jackson. Because I didn't start rehearsal with him until like the day before Thanksgiving break. So I think that was definitely a failure for me. But I could have had more time with my actors. But I think I could have given them more support. I think I did good with the support, but I could have done more for them. I just felt like I didn't give them enough support or enough time to get this ready. So it was I don't know anything.
silent scene, Adam. I thought
Yeah, I think it'd be fun to work with video class again, because, I mean, they film your mistakes, and they film more things you can learn from, I think, as opposed to you didn't really see them, because you can look back on them and say, okay, well, I should do this differently than what I did. And then, like, why I wouldn't want to work with them is definitely because, like I said, my actors act very funny. Because actors are big camera people. They like to be up in the camera. Or Darnell doesn't. He likes the hat. The hat thing bugged me. That's one thing about Darnell. It's pissed me off. But anyways, I don't mind.
My rehearsals were very long, lengthy. I had an hour of rehearsals for each play that I did. First I did a read-through for the play just to talk about where we wanted things to be at and stuff like that. And then overall, throughout the whole rehearsals, I made them memorize their lines after Thanksgiving break, and we actually did blocking and stuff like that, and I told them what they needed to fix, and I also took notes for them to say good job, good for this, I like that, and saying what you needed to fix.
Which idea are you going with as far as your monologues?
Probably the one that you gave me.
With the guy and the girl?
Mm-hmm. Oh, but I didn't want to do alternate musical. Like if my pastor came, he'd be like, he just walked out.
Yeah, we'll make sure that's based on an
It's
article.
about
It's a true story.
a bishop fighting, going on a hunger strike because the president's gonna do something to his rip, have him, like a goofy mustache, and you know, like all crazy and fat. And I just want him sitting there just eating that really quickly. It's like food's going everywhere.
And that's the president.
No, this is the bishop.
Oh, okay.
I'm starving. I haven't eaten in like an hour. What is that bitch?
It was so scary though, and then there were a bunch of little baby black widows, and I'm so arachnophobic, and I was so scared.
It's weird.
And I woke up to like the Mickey
That's
Mouse
not
Club
funny,
or something.
but it is.
It was the lyrics that's about not going to class.
Yeah.
And
him dropping out of school.
And should I go back and try to graduate?
Yeah.
Have the James Bond theme song
I
as
think
our
we should
class
too.
song.
Like,
Cause we're 007. I mean,
yeah.
come on.
How many chances do you get in that? Only every 1,000 years. Dun, 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 dun. Isn't that it?
That's Mission Impossible.
That's Mission Impossible. Yeah.
It's like da 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 da.
I either want that or
Our
paint it
band
black.
should perform that. Or what?
Paint it black,
Hey, there'll be yours are coming out now.
and then I'll get my other 2 and 4th hour. Cool.
And I might just be your 4th hour, you never know.
That's him. I asked him.
What'd he say?
He said he was totally interested, but he was like, I don't know how to draw. And I said, up
It's
to this
called graphic
point,
art.
nobody's on a thing.
Yeah, it's called.
Some of the challenges I faced as a director was having my cast being here on time and having them be at every rehearsal, which all of my cast did, but some other directors didn't really have that chance and they only rehearsed like once or twice. My challenges was letting them know that I was the boss and that I made the decisions. I mean, I took their ideas and I played it in there, but I get the overall
Like, come see it. Come look. We'll have two people's hands up.
Yeah, I get the overall, I feel, you do this, you know. And some of the cast didn't really like it. I told them that I was going to get the last say in what to do, so that was a challenge.
I'm sorry. I never want to hurt.
Then why'd you do it?
I had to. You should understand that. Like, we all heard the ultimate question. Why are we here? Why are we here? Some people think we're here to work hard, to earn a lot of money so we can have everything we want. Other people think we're here to do God's will, to do good, to live a life of service, helping others find God. Why? We all heard the ultimate question. Ongoing question. Some people think we're here to work hard, to earn a lot of money so you can have everything you want. Other people think we're here to do God's will, to do good, to live a life of service.
I didn't read it at all, but if you'll just let me explain. I told you not to come back until you were done. Why did you do it? Come here.
You knew how this would make me feel, and you still did it.
I want you to watch. Don't scream. Don't cry, and don't tell anyone. If you do, I'll do the same to you.
You knew how this would make me feel, and you still did it. So I think you knew exactly what you were doing.
I knew, but I had no other choice.
Gina, that's the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard. You can apply to any job you want. This was my only chance.
I'm sorry, you're the last person I would ever want to hurt.
Then why did you do it?
I had to, you just had to understand that.
I believe that this particular position would be the best place for me and the company at this point in time. I'm able to bring a new kind of life to this position that the company has never seen.
Well, thank you, James. Regina, you're up.
Thank you, Mr. Sanders. It's my personal belief that I am the most capable person to do this job. I'm on my feet, high energy kind of person, the kind of person that this position needs. As you know, I'm very dedicated to this company, and I truly believe I'm the best choice for the job.
Well, thank you, Regina. That was great, both of you. Now, the part that I really don't want to do. Unfortunately, just before I came to this interview, I received a phone call from Michael Blake, our first choice for the position. He's now able to take the position. Is that the end?
Hi, Daddy.
No. Somebody should yell in the back of pretty close, back on, back on.
I'm not getting any service.
My thoughts about my plays being performed was, don't screw up, because I was like, ah. But I was really excited. I was in the booth with Rafferty, and I was like, ah. And she was watching them. She was like, good job correcting. And I was like, yay. And then, like, over the period of time, you're just like, I did this, you know. I helped them take this on, and it really helped me a lot. And I hope I helped them also. And it was just a really good performance. I loved the performances, and I'm really happy that I picked the cast that I did.
Yeah, and let's make sure that we spell all the names right on there, just because I have about 30 people coming out, so. You need 2 extras? Okay, I'll give you Autumn and... Hold on, I'll pass them around. Hunter's got Z and Jason. Seth has...
Can you put the extras on there?
Yes, with every cast.
Hey, did you say you needed a pencil?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Did you not write them down as you were going? No. She was looking for her name. She was the one who was like, I don't know if I've been called back for anything. And I was like, yeah, let's come after school.
Scavengers.
You're all terrible spellers. What can we say?
That's okay. No, I'm glad. There you go. Mandy's got one. Do you want it? Yeah. I'll take 2 of 80.
Yeah, so, but my cast was memorized by after Thanksgiving, and I was really happy for that because other directors didn't have that a lot. My successes were having an awesome cast for both plays and to see them perform and them be like awesome because they were just really awesome and I loved it a lot. For having a good cast that memorized their lines was a success. And for just picking the right people, and that was success too. My failures, that was not telling them straight off the bat that I was the person that had the last say so in everything, and that kind of got out of hand a little with some of the cast, but that was okay because we picked it back up, so that was good. If I could do my production again, my reopening of the whole thing, I think I would change. I don't think I would change my cast. I love my casts. They were really cool. I like that. I think I would change the blocking, and I would change the setting of it. I think I would change the setting also, but that's pretty much it. I loved everything that my cast did, so.
Can I see you guys' controls real quick?
I held auditions and I had cold readings of the scripts for the people who came to audition for the show. I picked who I thought was the best for the part and gave the best readings and understood what they were talking about. I think that the actors that I chose gave an excellent performance and really pulled through for me, even though we had such a short amount of time to rehearse. At rehearsals, we would have read-throughs because we were having to share the stage with the other directors, and so we would have read-throughs and go through like the character work of the lines instead of the blocking, which is usually the first part of doing the play. So we had to do things a little bit backwards in some cases, but we would talk about how each character was feeling, why they were saying it, what they were saying, and the emotions that were behind what was being said. And then we walked through the blocking closer to the performance on stage. And so we did it a little backwards, but it worked out and it went pretty well. So. While I was in the booth for the play that I could watch because I was on stage for the other one, I was really proud of my cast. I thought they pulled it together and they made what they did work. Like, it wasn't exactly what I told them to do. They didn't know their lines precisely, but they they really brought it together, and they made it an enjoyable show to watch for the audience, and so that made me happy, and I was in a fairly good mood that night. Some of the challenges that I faced as a director was the cast not being able to dedicate their only time to my rehearsals. I had to share them with other directors, and then when they weren't memorized because they had to memorize for other shows, like, it was all understandable, but it was a little frustrating. And it always sucks when your cast doesn't really take your direction all that much, and they go off on their own little tangents, and you have to bring them back and focus them, but it's just part of directing a show, so I'm used to it. My success,
So much fun. It's a typed copy of it.
Yeah. No, well, it depends on your show. I mean, if your show, like, probably
It's
not.
just a copy.
Yours,
Probably.
You think so?
Yeah.
For like parties? and
Oh, yeah.
everything?
Yeah,
Okay.
get them coordinated.
So 2 of them
Are as well tonight.
because she's
the lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll talk to her too.
Documentary on the 10-minute playfest. One thing that I didn't like was how many people were filming at a time, and there would be cameras coming at different angles, and so you'd look around the room and occasionally you'd accidentally look straight into a camera by accident, and so that was a little frustrating because we didn't know where all the cameras were. But other than that, it didn't really affect it, but I thought it was a cool idea. My successes from the shows was the fact that the shows went on and they seemed to be enjoyable for the audience. So I find that to be a very large success. My failures, we did success. My failures was the fact that John in the play that took a wrong turn did not have a water bottle as a prop, and that was the biggest, like, noticeable failure of the entire productions once they were being done. If I could change anything about the shows, I would probably change the amount of time that we had to rehearse. I wish we'd had, instead of 5 days of 2-hour rehearsals, which is what I wanted, I'd rather have 3 weeks of half-hour rehearsals, alternating each days with each cast. Just a little bit more time to work on it and focus on it and get the actors more prepared. I would definitely want to work with the video journalism class again because my group, my two guys, were fun and they made me laugh, and they came to after school rehearsals. They were willing to give up their own time for their grade, and I thought that was admirable. So I enjoyed working with them.
I felt kind of weird about having the video people tape us and everything. I mean, cameras everywhere in your face.
Make sure in the first week that you guys start. Each rehearsal must last no. You cannot believe you just passed the stupidest actor in the world. Put it in the journal. Don't ever tell them that. You have to put them all together, and you have to submit them by Monday, December 5th. No exceptions. Guys, don't write all these journal entries after the show closes. Please don't.
It was okay though. The people were really nice. I enjoyed working with them.
You're doing great. Let's move on. Something I want you guys to be aware of. You need to set the rules for your actors. Doing this, give it to me and I'll do it. Remember, what they do is your brain.
Bagel.
But he's acting. He'll act.
Having the camera people around during the entire process didn't really bother me that much. So
Yeah. Was I supposed to read anything else? Yeah, you always look and you I'll give you good ideas.
Turn around and fiddle with the other light. You get what I'm saying,
I have
Dustin?
another pair. I got two pairs.
Can you do it from this angle?
These
You know,
two
this
are the
side
same.
and house side?
Yeah, just bring it out just a little.
Like,
But
do
then
it
you
like,
lost one.
it didn't really affect the entire process as much as I thought it was going to. I just pretend like they weren't there and it didn't affect anything at all.
and Sean, anything else? Sean? Okay, secondary or lead?
If I don't get Emily for one of my roles, she's a secondary for one of them.
Sean and Dustin, leads? You had her down for a lead, Sean?
Secondary.
Secondary? Okay, Gary Coleman.
Yeah, I got Gary.
For Gary Coleman. How big are the roles that we just gave him? For Gary? Myers are big.
Pretty decent.
You're gonna post these sheets on your cast sheet. Please ask your actors to meet you after school today for 5 minutes. That's it, just 5 minutes, meet them. I want you to put together your rehearsal schedule. I'm gonna use that schedule, I'll make copies of it for you, we can post it on the board, whatever you want. But that's my key to going to your rehearsals. Charles, right? He has like skater hair? Yeah. Yeah, that's Charles. Okay. Together in one word. Okay.
It made me think like they were like British cops.
Having the camera people around during the entire process didn't really bother me that much, so it didn't really affect the entire process as much as I thought it was going to. I just pretend like they weren't there and it didn't affect anything at all. Choosing the actors I found was very difficult because when you read the play, you have a picture in your mind of what you want them to be and what you want them to look like and how things are going to roll with it. And when I chose my actors and actresses, I looked for distinct qualities in their acting and their features. I kind of wanted every person to kind of in some way look and act the way the character would in the play. So that is how I chose the actors for the 10-minute play fest. The rehearsals were okay. The people I chose did very well, and they worked really good, and they had good chemistry together. And you know, they were great actors and actresses, because every time I asked them to move somewhere or to do something, they'd do it right away. And it was pretty cool to have actors and actresses, you know, do as well as I thought that they would. And that's pretty much all there was to rehearsals. Everybody was pretty memorized by the first rehearsal. Everybody was doing very, very well. My plays weren't really performed. We had a lot of difficulties with trying to get the actors together, so that's why one of my plays had to be canceled, and the other, I became ill too close to the play, so it had to be canceled as well, because the girls just couldn't do it on time. But I believe that if they had been performed the way I wanted them to, they would have turned out really well, because of the skill of each actor and actress that I had chosen for the parts. The challenges of being a director was, we had to double cast, so trying to get everybody together was pretty difficult. I was very upset that I couldn't have more rehearsals because of the time factor. Not only that, but having to work my way around my schedule, the actors and the director's schedule was pretty difficult. And that's pretty much a lot of the challenges that I faced in the directorial process. Some of the successes of the plays, since I didn't go on, there weren't that many, but I find that the biggest success I had during the entire process was the actors and actresses. Being able to work with them and having them work with me well was pretty good. I enjoyed that a lot. And I mean, sometimes you really do have bad actresses and actors because of the fact that, you know, they want to do their own thing and they won't listen to you, or they just don't take direction well. So that's some of the problems, but that's probably one of my biggest successes right there, because I had a really good cast. The biggest failure, I believe, would be the fact that they didn't get to go on as I wanted. But with all the complications that we had, they really just couldn't go on. So that was probably one of the biggest failures we had, aside from the fact that, you know, we didn't get to have enough rehearsals and everything. So that's probably one of the biggest failures. If it had gone on as I had planned, if I could change anything, it would probably be the fact that I would have more rehearsals and I wouldn't have been sick. If I could change that, I would have, because then the play would have gone on as planned and everything would have been fine. But seeing as I was sick, I couldn't do it. So that's probably one of the things I would changed. Also, if I could change something else, I'd probably change having other directors, because I would only want just me and my cast. That way I wouldn't have to work around any other schedules but mine.
Okay, no. And me. Do you want me to? You're an extra sit. Sit.
Yeah, I killed myself. I don't think anyone would really miss me.
You know, Brian, I don't say that. It's really different.
Is there like a small one? A small table? Not a big table? There's a little table there.
You're being wait. Stand up stage. You're not on yet.
But you're.
That's yeah. It's
Turn out.
Oh, listen. Just
Table.
walk on that block.
Just remember that's a table. You guys can sit on the ground.
They're gonna come in, but they're gonna begin their classes. Okay. They're all closed.
Like all like. Do I got cups?
Just.
Anybody?
Do you understand it? Like you're. Okay. You're just having a bad day. You just don't want to deal with people.
But you're in the customer service business, so.
Just remember, there's no talking. Which I need you guys to listen to the music, or do you have any suggestions?
Elevator music.
Oh yeah, they have to sit down. Just kidding. I should be able to sit down.
Don't have a purse either. Okay, you're going to reach in your purse, pull out a book, and start reading. You're going to bring her the cobbler to her. You guys sit down, talk, do whatever. You're going to, after you drink, look in the purse, and then we'll do lights out. Start.
What time is it?
When she comes up, like, okay, Jessica, come up. Okay, hold on, let me get a step stool. Okay. Jessica, come up to me.
You have to be evil.
Gary, stop it! Like, pretend everything's life is happy, happy. Generally, let's see, your right one's the easiest.
Hey, that's how long my shows last. My one show runs at 45 minutes.
I want to be a hand John and Hunter are in an Oh, I sit down. Came up short like $100 like 4 nights in a row. Who's did?
Matt.
Bye. I don't want to like while you're standing and be looking at it, like you pick it up and be like, and just be like, start with this shirt. He's that color. Yeah. Okay, you guys want to do one more time?
Because everyone's gonna see if it's
And don't make it dramatic.
If I'm on the corner of the table, what happens?
Okay, say you can hit the table and fall. You don't have to fall over just like this. Like you can push the table out of the way, and that can like make her jump
Like,
up and just be like.
As you're
Can I try it with the table real quick?
So haha, you were
It's really hot. Drink. Start to like, and like I just fall. And then I'm like,
closer. You'll be closer.
it's really awkward. Like if I'm,
You know how there's see like that.
okay, how do you do that?
Oh, but you're in a shirt.
Alright, shoot, get the camera.
Yeah, really not.
Just sit. Now, diving head first, downward speaks first. Inside and out. A diving head first. Or how about a sloppy Joe? Have you ever heard of that one?
I just close my phone.
How many of you encountered that with actors where they didn't take your direction?
Or told you how to go.
Not good at all. So I know your tips, just based on maybe they didn't take your direction, maybe they never came to rehearsals, stuff like that. It is something to keep in mind.
She was.
Well, yeah, that was
Like, I didn't have time to get a lot of stuff done. They didn't really get to work with the props until like the day of the show.
right.
I didn't really have any challenges though, because like the actors I worked with, they were all pretty good. They all took direction. They all did what I told them to do. They all showed up.
Yeah, she did an awesome job. It'd be nice to get her down here to audition for more stuff, for you guys as well. There was good chemistry between John and Daphne. like really good chemistry. It was nice. And I always think that casting John is wise. So future reference, casting John is always wise. There are a couple of moments where I do this. I know the material, I know what's coming, I've read it, I gave it to you, I prepared myself, but still, I hear her say assets, or you're only checking out my body or something, and I'm like hiding under the table going, oh, Mom, you're gonna find me. But yeah, totally lost her.
That's awesome. I know, that was awesome. You got the two tallest, like, scariest guys.